One, two, three, start. Hello. ठीक है चल टेक टू. चल 1 2 3 go. Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. So I am joined by Nikhil today and we'll be discussing about the first test between India and New Zealand of the three-match test series which is currently taking place. New Zealand won the game, the first test by 8 wickets. So if we look at the game, to summarize everything, on day one we had no play because of rain at Bangalore. And when we resumed day two also initially had some rain, about an half an hour or so, but it was later the rain stopped and the play resumed. After the resumption of play, India got bundled out for 46 after Rohit won the toss and chose to bat. And then New Zealand came in strong. They stuck to their plans and eventually scored 402, in which Rachin Ravindra scored a very attacking 100, and Devon Conway also fell just short of his 100. Then coming to day three, New Zealand batted for some time. Then India came into bat. After that, India made a miraculous comeback into the game. Took over the lead of 350, which was given by New Zealand, and eventually India got bundled out for 460, and it was a pretty good effort from Sarfaraz Khan, who scored 150, and Rishabh Pant, who managed to uh, get out on 99, which was very unfortunate. And after that, it was all New Zealand because the target set by India was 106, and which New Zealand later on went on to chase easily on day 5 and won the game by 8 wickets. So we'll get into this game as we speak. So yes, Nikhil, let's start.
So yeah, so the this was an unfortunate day for Indian cricket, as we were playing on the home ground, Bangalore, and we also won the toss, and we elected to bat. So there must be some calculations behind it. But yeah, pretty unfortunate day for the team because all the things are going right for us. Game started at the second day. Just the climate played a very crucial role in this unlucky day for India. So those were some overcast conditions. Pitch was acting very weirdly, and uh, I guess the intent behind the cricket India was playing, like in the batting, was to be aggressive, like the earlier series versus Bangladesh. We had played a pretty aggressive cricket over there. So I guess that was the intent behind it, but the players failed to recognize the situation and just backed their play that aggressive format. So which I guess led to the downfall at 46 for all out. I guess yeah,
Hmm.
46 all out. In this particular series, in this particular inning, actually, two bowlers from New Zealand played a very crucial role for them, which was William. What is that name? William
William Oruk.
Oruk. Yeah, William Oruk, and the other was Matt Henry. Matt Henry took 5 4, and William Oruk took 4 wickets and gave minimum runs. Matt gave 15 and William gave 22 runs in their spells. And Tim Southee, their main bowler, took 1 wicket, but he also was economical. So all the bowlers were below two. But the economy of all the bowlers for New Zealand were below two, so which played a vital role for 46 all out of India. Yeah, so pretty much we could, if we are not blaming any players or anything, we can only blame the climatic conditions in Bangalore.
Yes. And also, I think the short selection from the batters was also played a crucial role in the collapse. Some of them, I think, did not apply themselves on the pitch.
Yeah, as we can as you can see that there are five uh, ducks, right,
Yes,
in that game.
five ducks in their
So
decks.
if you are saying that they didn't get a chance to apply themselves in that game, right?
Yes.
Because there were five ducks. They were like playing to defend only after the top order got reduced to dust. Uh, they were playing to defend, but they were not. I won't say confident, but yeah, they were uncomfortable in these situations. Like we play face in England or Australia, right?
Hmm.
So in these type of situations, I guess the Indian team gets a bit nervous and they don't know how to play. I don't know if that's the correct word. Don't know, but it seemed like that way. That the whole team didn't know how to play those deliveries and got
Hmm.
all out on the and the highest score was Rishabh Pant 20, and I guess the second highest was
Jaiswal, I think
uh,
he scored
yeah,
15
Jaiswal
something.
13,
Yes.
and then Siraj on three. After that, two and Phil.
And also credit to the New Zealand bowlers also because they were bowling a very tight line, right? They were not letting the Indian batsmen free their hands and not get comfortable on the pitch. They were continuously making it difficult for us.
Yes, that was the main role of the bowlers over there to stick to their lens lines. If there would have been few deliveries here and there which were loose, so I guess the score would have been around 60, 70, but not much, not more than that.
Yes. So yes, I think we'll apply ourselves in the next test.
So in this game for New Zealand, the bowlers played extremely vital role. But in the batting lineup, I would say Rachin Ravindra was the key to them.
Hmm.
He brought that calmness to them. He brought a certain type of a composure with himself, right? Because in the start, New Zealand wickets were falling rapidly. I won't say rapidly, but they were falling at 20 odd runs, 30 odd runs, right?
Yes.
But Rachin came there. He stayed in the crease. He brought that calmness, and that I guess in the second inning gave Team Saudi also the freedom to play how he played. He scored a half century, right, and over.
Yes.
I guess he scored. Yeah, he scored
65
over a half.
something. Yes.
Yeah, so I guess that converted it. That also converted to Team Saudi uh, 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 as I would say some people who know the cricket would say that the ball was old or anything like that. I understand the bad ball got old and that's why it was a bit easier to play that those deliveries. There was same situations for India also, right? Some same
Yes.
situations. I won't say totally same situations, but at that time our lower order didn't play well
Hmm.
as Team Saudi and others played. So
Yes.
and that partnership between Rachin and Team Saudi played a crucial role for the win of New Zealand because I don't remember what was the partnership, but it was around 70, 80 runs, right?
No, I think it was very much over that. I think it was something around 150 के आसपास कुछ था partnership.
Okay, so 150 runs ka partnership and that played a very important role because they were at I guess 230 or 233 for 6 or 7 wickets or
Hmm.
8 wickets, I guess. And then Sim Saudi walked in, and then they
Yes.
got to 300 above 350 above runs, right? So I guess that partnership at some point of time, Indian bowlers must have thought, yeah, these are the tailenders. If they will get out some or the other way, right? And that, but it didn't play that good because he
Hmm.
was playing very good shots on the spin. So I guess that was the main event of the whole series, that partnership between Rachin and Team Saudi.
Yes, but also historically, if you see, whenever India picks the first 5 or 6 wickets, always the next 3 or 4 wickets are the main concerns for India. Like we take the upper order or the first 5 or 6 wickets, as I said, and the remaining 2, 3 wickets when we have to take, they develop some partnerships against us. So that score becomes a bit bigger than what we might have assumed.
Yeah, you said it correctly. It's not only the problem for Test cricket, but also ODI or for some reason 2020. Not some
Yes, in
reason,
all
for some.
formats. Yes.
Yeah, was in some impact for T20. I won't say that it impacts much in the T20 because we take those wickets as and when necessary. But in ODI and Test, it is a problem for us. We have seen that I guess after 4 or 5 wickets are fallen of the opponent, like our bowler or I would say our captain gets a bit comfortable.
Hmm.
He says however you want to bowl, you can bowl. See what plays well for you. And after that, if there is a period of time in which wickets are not fallen, he I guess takes back the decision making process and delivers. I That is
Yes.
what I think. I don't know if it is true or not.
Now, I think I kind of agree with you because after the fall of 6 wickets, I think Rohit also gets a bit comfortable, like कि अभी हो जाएंगे all out ये, ज़्यादा
Yes,
stress नहीं लेते. But that ज़्यादा stress नहीं लेते. Sometimes like this time, what happened proves to be very costly.
yes,
Considering
right.
also you are all out on 46 in the first innings, if you had New Zealand all out on 250 or 260 even, so that would have given us a chance, right? If we might have taken a big lead considering the 462 we scored in the second innings of our batting. That could have changed the whole game because if you see at Bangalore, the pitch kind of gets uh, I mean खराब हो जाता है pitch वो end में as the final day comes. So we saw that on the last day also when Jadeja was bowling, right? Some of those deliveries went like a bouncer to Ravindra. It hit on his helmet. So
Yes,
those kind of situations happen. So even the commentators were saying like ki India was 50 runs short. They were not saying 10 or 20. They were saying India was 50 to 60 runs short from what might have been. If you see, we set a target of 106,
yes.
right? Just consider if you are New Zealand and you know you have to chase a target on Bangalore turning pitch on day 5, you are set a target of 165, 170. That plays on your mind, right? Because 107 is still manageable. But if you see over 150, you have to go over 150. That kind of plays a role, right? Because you see India has some great spinners as well in Kuldeep, Jadeja and Ashwin. So they could make a difference. Considering even Ashwin did not perform well in the first innings.
Yeah. So in the second inning, I was coming to that only. In the second inning, Devon Conway scored around 91 runs. So he's Wagon Wheel, if you see Wagon Wheeler, his main player bowlers he hit were Ashwin, right? So
Hmm.
he didn't let him settle for a for even an over, right? He was playing those sweeps and all. He didn't let him settle. Ashwin was doing changes every ball. I would say not every ball, but every 2 to 3 balls he
Yes.
was bowling something different. So that played on the mind of captain also. Like if you're saying your main bowler is getting hit here and there, so that played on the captain's mind that yeah he must not be in a better form or something like that. So that is why in the fourth inning, the last day, Ashwin wasn't bowling.
Hmm.
He didn't bowl a single over there, right?
Yes.
So I guess that played a pretty big role in that second inning where he got hit here and there. Ashwin, I guess, yeah, Ashwin bowled 16 overs in that second inning and got almost century होने वाला था, but 94 runs he was it, and he only took 1 wicket. That was of Chandra Ravindra. Sorry, what is his name?
Rachin Ravindra.
Rachin Ravindra, right? Sorry, I'm under the weather for a couple of days, but yeah. So please.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the main reason. I think that there were many questions that why Ashwin wasn't given the ball. He should have been given a ball because he is the main bowler over there, right?
Hmm.
Does his tricks and gets those wickets. But he getting hit for 94 in 16 overs played a big role, big thing in the mind of captain. That's and he must also have said to Rohit that yeah, by season if you think I should ball, it is if it is necessary, then only give me the ball, or
Hmm.
else I am not bowling. There must be some kind of
Yes.
conversation, right? Rohit is not such type of captain where he will not give a bowler a chance, right?
Hmm.
He will back his bowlers every time. We have seen that in the history. So I guess this must have been a reason why Ashwin didn't wanted to bowl himself.
Coming to the second innings of India, which was the third inning of the game. So India kind of, I think, rectified all their mistakes which they did in the first innings and put on a good opening partnership. It was a good partnership actually between Rohit and Jaiswal because both of them looked stable in that partnership in the second innings. There were some tired legs because you are fielding for I think almost 2 days, right? Also, the commentators had also mentioned because one single which Rohit and Yashasvi took, right? So they were both of them were looking a bit tired and they were not running quickly. So that's what they mentioned. If you are fielding for 2 days and suddenly you're coming into bat, so those legs are not ready. But anyways, they continued with their partnership and Yashasvi eventually, in a rush of blood, I think lost his wicket. He stepped down the wicket even before Patel bowled that delivery.
Yeah, that particular shot was, I guess, amateur shot from him because he played bit too early.
Hmm.
As you said before, Rajesh Patel bowled that even before he let that ball out from his hand, he was outside the crease. So just did what he would do in that particular situation. He bowled that ball a bit wide from
Yes,
Yashasvi, which and but Bundle who is this? Blundell. Blundell took
London.
the stumping, right? So both of them were playing pretty good. I would say every batsman till Virat or Sarfaraz, sorry, Virat nahi, Pant tak, every batsman was playing good cricket. They were, I would say, they were in the zone. I would say, मतलब एक
Hmm.
zone में ये particular shot uh, played. He what their forte is every time those shot they were playing, and जहाँ पे defend करना है, they were defending those deliveries. Everything was going right, but there was some unlucky dismissals for India as Rohit Sharma and Rishabh Pant. Both of them got out on very in a very bizarre way, I would say रोहित शर्मा का विकेट तो बहुत हार्ट ब्रेकिंग था एक्चुअली. There was no way that ball could have hit the
Yes,
stump, but he somehow found that gap after hitting middle of the bat.
yes, and he was standing like this.
Right. So no one was
Hmm.
expecting that. Surely New Zealand were
Very
in joy.
lucky, I think. Yes.
They were in joy actually at that time, but they must have also thought after that that कि यार कितना lucky था ये करके.
Hmm.
And Rohit Sharma is he was getting in form after he scored 40 runs. Till his 52, he was getting those six boundary, I guess he got.
Yes.
So in that 52 runs that he scored, he hit 8 fours and 1 6. And
Hmm.
after that 40 runs, he started hitting. He was looking in form, and he was taking those loose deliveries to boundaries, right? And
Yes.
that unlucky delivery that he faced, it was pretty heartbreaking for the whole nation, I would say, whoever
Yes.
is watching the match or whoever is interested. And
Hmm.
then, but uh, After that, Sarfaraz and Virat Kohli took the reins and they played very good. The whole day they played very good. What do
Yes,
you think about that partnership? Not about the wicket. I would we will get back to that after later. But what
yes.
about that partnership?
Yes, actually, if you look at that partnership, right, that was very stable partnership for me. That kind of set the momentum as well for what was about to come or what India had in mind. They had that clear mindset going when they came into bat for the second innings. So that reflected in that partnership between Virat and Sarfaraz, and it was very good to see because the running between the wickets were also good between them. Kohli being Kohli, he will make you run irrespective of who is in a non-striker end. But uh, compliments to Sarfara as well for cooperating with him. And no, it was really good because on one side there was a youngster batting, and on the other end it was a experienced batter in Kohli batting. So both of them complemented each other as well in that partnership. And whenever Kohli was taking singles or playing the holding the wicket from the other end, Sarfaraz was trying to score the runs from the other end. So like that they complemented each other, and it was really going good up until that one moment.
So yeah, in that partnership, you said correctly that there was one legend of the game, and then there was one debutant, not a debutant, but uh, I would say new
Fairly
a
young
gaming
person.
term, a
Yes.
gaming term noob for to the international players.
Yes.
I won't say to the game cricket. He has played many
Hmm.
domestic games, but to the international game, he was a noob over there. And there was one legend playing with him. But at no time it felt like he was a noob because at times when there was a time in the start of the partnership that Virat was a bit slow, and at that time, Sarfaraz took the reins and he played some fantastic boundaries, those late cuts to the
Yes.
third man, which were very good to see. Actually, to see whenever I saw those, that the compliments came automatically from within, right? So
Yes.
at that time, and after that, when Virat got his groove, and he, as you said, he runs a lot on the pitch. He takes anybody. He can take Rohit Sharma and score 3 or 4 runs in between the stumps,
Yes.
right? So that played a very crucial role for setting the inning for us. I guess they both scored took the score to 200 or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 231. They both took the score to 231.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, Virat Kohli on the last ball of the second test, the second day or third day?
Third day.
Third day, yeah. Last ball of the third day, Virat Kohli unfortunately gave out his wicket to Glenn Phillips. So talking about Glenn Phillips, because he took that main crucial wicket for New Zealand, right?
Yes.
He his last 5 wickets are not for or not only against India but overall were big partnership wickets. Whenever the team needed him to take wickets, like there was a partnership of 95, 97, 105, 137. So at that time he took those crucial wickets, and I guess that spin that he bowls,
Hmm.
uh, because that some may say that was an unlucky bowl to play for Virat Kohli or something, but there was a skill behind it from Glenn Phillips, right? He set the
Yes.
batsman pretty well and he took that wicket. There is no denying that. So unfortunate for Virat Kohli, but a skillful play from Glenn Phillips over there,
Yes.
and that took us down a bit because it was a last ball and all the whole nation, the whole fraternity of Indian cricket team was discussing that abhi kya hoga, what will be the on look way forward because two batsmen, Sarfaraz who was playing good, he had scored around I guess 60 70 runs, and the other batsman Rishabh Pant who was a bit injured in the first inning, he got hit on the knee by the ball. I guess he got the hit exactly at the place where where his surgery had
Yes,
happened
yes.
a while ago, right? So they were both going to bat on the next on the New Day place of and that crucial patch of New Day till lunchtime. That was the main thing, and everybody was talking about it. So, what were your thoughts about at that particular night?
Uh, to be honest, everyone expected Kohli to bat out the day and come back to bat again on the next day, but things did not go according to what everyone had thought. But to be honest, we knew that I knew that Rishabh Pant was still to come, as well as Ashwin was still to come to bat. Even KL Rahul was there, so there was kind of a sense that we might bat it out. Like even if Pant scored 100, or maybe KL scored 100, or even scored in 50s or something, so we might anyways we had took out the major chunk of their lead on the first on the day 3 itself. So on day 4 we did not have much to do, because the partnership between Sarfaraz and Pant eventually removed the remaining deficit which was there. So that was expected from both of them, because anyways, Sarfaraz is an attacking player and Pant will come out and play his natural game, which is attacking. So that exactly the same thing happened, and runs were coming from both the end, and eventually Sarfaraz then got his 100 and 150. But yes, there was a sense of thought that Virat, if he had stayed that, if he would have played that ball safely, so things might have been different. Even Virat could have got his 100 on the next day, which the entire Indian cricket fans were eventually waiting for a Virat 100.
Yeah. So I would tell my thoughts at that particular night. So I was watching a lot of videos regarding what would be the play, what should be the game plan going ahead. So some of the podcasters, or I would say the host of those videos were saying that if Virat would have played scored 170 or and got out now, still the Indian fans would be that unhappy. If he scored 70 or 170, that wouldn't have changed the fact that everybody would have been unhappy,
Hmm.
right? So he played his role. He played those 70 runs, he scored those 70 runs, but he played his role, what he was given. I, I'm sure missed his century, a well deserved century, I would say, by 30 runs. But still, there was no such milestone hunger in his eyes, I would say, because he has played a game for that while, man. The 81st century will come eventually. That there is no
Hmm.
hurry in that. We are going to play in the, I guess the mindset in this team will be, or is there in the team, that we are playing for the nation, not for individual scores, right? The individual score will come eventually if we play for the nation, right? So he played his part in that inning. He scored those 70, but after that the main thing was that Sarfaraz should convert that 70 or 60 or runs that he scored to a 170, 180. And that also he did.
Hmm.
What was expected from him, he delivered that. 150 score kar, then Rishabh Pant se bhi, now there was no expectation of a century or 50 or half century also. There
Hmm.
was only expectation of 40 to 20, 30 to 40 runs partnership or just a support type of a game from him. But he over delivered over there, right? And
Hmm.
they got that score to level with New Zealand. It
Yes.
was the same. The one thing that was a disappointment was the batting that came after them, right? Because we were thinking, ki, yeah, we have more three batsmen with us. The expectations from these batsmen were 170, a century, or a lower score, or from a Virat Kohli only a century, or I was thinking that yeah, okay, 70 is enough. So that was these were the expectations placed because of the batting coming in the future, right? But
Yes.
the way they got out, or I would say, I would like to say that that those were also unfortunate events because they just came when the new ball was given to the New Zealand bowlers, right? The new ball played the trick toward in the side in the favor of New Zealand. I would say that because if there wasn't a new ball, still Sarfaraz would have been on the crease, and still Pant would have scored a 150 aram se.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes, yes. Well, the new ball part will come to that later. But as you said, Sarfaraz was expected to score a big innings. Even it was, I mean, not expected, but it is Virat's role, right, to play a big long innings. So, which eventually did not happen. But Sarfaraz played his part, and Pant being Pant, he will play his natural game, right? He won't stop for anything. So it is what he did. Even if he had scored 100, so that would have been a really good thing for us because he might have continued it with his scoring and everything. And I think even considering the wicket of Sarfaraz, right? KL joined in later. So KL I think might have got a bit of safety, like Pant is at the other end, so I'll take my time. After that, I'll start to score the runs, which I think also did not happen because of the new ball. And Pant eventually lost his wicket due to, I think it was the extra bounce which took him off, right? So, anyways, if considering even that century from Pant or maybe a 125, 130 from Pant, KL might have gone on to score a 50 plus as well. Like I said, because Pant was at the other end and there was a cushion, right, for KL also. Even if we consider the wicket of Pant later on, after scoring some 125, 130, Ashwin joined in, I think, or Jadeja might have joined in. So that would have also uh, taken the pressure off the new batsman as well, because KL is set at the other end. He is scoring his runs. Up, KL might have scored a 50, I feel, because he was looking good in the second innings also, but that one delivery which pitched and cut away, so that took his wicket. But yeah, these are only the ifs and buts, right? That should
Yeah,
have
you are talking
happened.
about the ideal situations that could
Yes.
have unfolded in the if that would have
Hmm.
played, it would have gone and everything. But the situation was what it was, right?
Hmm.
Pant was gotten out, Sarfaraz was gotten out. So it was upon KL Rahul, as you mentioned, if KL is there and Ashwin is coming to bat, the pressure is on KL, right?
Yes.
He now the role is in KL's hand how to get this game going, right? If I want to defend, if I want to
Hmm.
play those shots, whatever it is, whatever we could have done and everything. But that ball, I mean, both those balls, both those wickets, Pant and KL were of some extra bit of bounce that was given by the pitch actually,
Hmm.
right? So though those were also some unfortunate events, but still, uh, if we look back at ODI World Cup finals against Australia, Virat Kohli also got out on the same type of a ball, right? But
Yes.
at that time, we didn't say it was an unfortunate ball, right? At that time, the whole nation blamed Virat Kohli to play that type of a inning or that type of a shot. But now, why are you saying that was an unfortunate event? That is only by uh, comparing things. I also think that that was an unfortunate because he was playing very good. Rishabh Pant was playing very good, and he got out on very unfortunate bounce, I would say.
Hmm.
But we can't say that this particular man is unfortunate and this particular ball is not, because those were same type of deliveries and the same type of wicket, I would say, same type of bold, right?
Yes. But I
So
think.
I
Hmm.
am on 50-50 right now to say that Rishabh Pant got out unfortunately.
I think we can't really say what happened there actually.
Yeah, that there was a luck factor. I understand that because for KL it would have been very big shock, right? When Virat Kohli got out, he was on the non-striker end. When Rishabh Pant got out, he was on the non-striker end. And the same type of wicket fell, right?
Hmm.
So a bit unfortunate for him playing that same same reel in the mind, right? वैसा ही same हो रहा है करके. That would have also taken out the confidence from him a bit. I would say not much because a type of a player, a professional player he is, that must not affect him at that level. But somewhere it will affect because he's also human, right?
Yes. So,
So there is no
anyways,
much to speak after that. KL fell, Ashwin Jadeja fell, then Ashwin fell, then
then it was just a procession.
right. So we scored around 462, 107 lead, and then we were thinking. I don't know if everybody was thinking that, but I was thinking ki there was a positive intent even when we came to bowl.
Hmm.
Right. Rohit Sharma wanted the bowlers to play aggressive, to take those wickets early on, so that we would be still in the game, not totally, but so there would be a 20% hope to win, and 20% also is enough in cricket, right?
Yes.
But unfortunately we couldn't. And the homeboy Rachin Ravindra played a fabulous game. He both in both the innings he scored. In first inning he scored around 150. Sorry, not 150. That was Sarfaraz who scored 150. But he scored 134, and in the second inning of batting he scored around 39. With Will Young was a main. I would say main role was given to him in the second inning of New Zealand's batting because the way
Yes.
he played with Devon Conway and then with Rachin Ravindra. Because if you see, Devon Conway was not confident of how what type of a ball he will be getting, what type of a delivery will go. He was a bit bouncy at the crease. But Will Young was totally different. He had his composure. He played those shots calmly wherever he played. मतलब जो शॉट जहाँ पे जाना चाहिए वैसे जा रहा था. If the ball is good, he was respecting it. But थोड़ा भी room दे रहे हो, थोड़ा भी इधर उधर हो रहा है, he was hitting for a four or something,
Hmm.
right? So both of them played very well. Unfortunately, the captain, the opener, got out on zero. But yeah, but after that, William and Ravindra played very well. So positive signs for New Zealand that Rachin Ravindra can bat on Indian grounds.
Yes. And also one thing they mentioned is ki Rachin Ravindra when he started his international career, right? He had come to Spin Academy at Chennai to learn to play spin. So that also those learnings also gave him the benefits to play on a pitch like this.
Yes, that is there. I guess we can speak about this type of topic separately because it is a very broad topic. I have many such findings regarding foreigners coming here, or I would say earlier it was county cricket, I would say in England or Scotland over there,
Hmm.
where players all over the world went there to learn how to play those type of fields and everything. But now it is IPL, which is helping players all around the world to come here to learn and everything. So I guess
Yes.
that could be summed in some other video. But yeah, you correctly said that Chennai helped him. Chennai's training department, I guess, we would say they helped him to improve his spin game against the spin game, and that is a good sign, right? A collaborative sign for India and many other teams. I would say not only for New Zealand. I guess there are many other batsmen who are trying to come to India and learn how to play spin because it is very important when you come to Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, right? Not
Hmm.
I don't confirm that for Pakistan, but yeah. So that was it, and for the innings part, now I would like to ask you what were some plus points for India, though there were a few. But yeah, what were the plus points and some cons that you thought that this type of mistakes at this level shouldn't have happened.
First of all, I think I will talk about the cons. One of the cons which I found was ki uh, the bowling changes. I think Rohit wasn't able to proactively do the bowling changes in the first innings of New Zealand because if you see, they had a big partnership when the spinners were bowling. So he might have changed the things up by introducing at least one fast bowler from one end, because that might have changed things a bit because they were getting comfortable with the spin bowlers of which Indians were bowling, especially Ashwin. They were targeting Ashwin really well. Like they had a plan to unsettle Ashwin. It all started from Devon when he was bowling to Devon Conway, right? He was stepping out and he was playing those sweep shots and everything, and Ashwin did not really settle on this pitch like he wanted to. So that was one of the points that bowling changes might have been more proactive from Rohit's point of view. And second is I think the approach which we have against the new ball in a cloudy condition. Because once again we saw in the cloudy conditions we lost those quick wickets. And also on the second new ball, basically the new ball, what I'm trying to say, because new ball, you know there is swing, and New Zealand bowlers tend to swing a lot better compared to all the other countries. Yes, so that one issue is there. I think that we are not comfortable playing swing bowling, right? Especially the openers, because if you saw Jaiswal in the first innings, he was just trying to swing his bat and एक boundary लग जाए बस एक boundary लग जाए. So that is very risky. If you see, he played I think 60 balls or something, right, in the first innings to score those 15 runs. So if you
Yes.
might have looked at that also, he was trying to hit. They were bowling him outside off stump, no doubt. They were giving him the room, but that is also a trap if you see, because if you bowl outside the off stump, if the ball swings or anything, that might take the edge and go into the slips. So they were trying to get him out because they know once we give him room, he will just hit the ball to the through the covers or anything. So that is one area I think we have to be patient. That is what I'm trying to say. In the initial overs when the ball is swinging and everything, because the first I think the SG ball which we use in India, it swings for around 10 or 12 overs initially. After that the ball doesn't swing, so that is one period where we have to be much more patient is what I feel.
So you're saying that these are 2 points that you found. One is the bowling change. It should have been a bit proactively from captain's side.
Hmm.
Another thing is that the openers or the whole team, I would say, because the new ball comes after 80 to 90 overs, right? So anybody could face that new ball at times. So
Yes.
the swing play should be improved from the batsman end,
Hmm.
right? So I also think the same. The first point I would say, I also thought about it for a while, but in defense of our captain Rohit Sharma, I think that he plays with a certain calculations, and he don't want means after the play started, he don't want that to be changed or something. If he has planned to give 12 to 15 overs to the uh, seamers at the start, he will provide them the ball. He won't take away the ball and give it to spinner. And after that, he does his changes appropriately. But at sometimes feels like it should have been given to the seamer or spinner. So I just wanted to say that he comes with a plan and he sticks to it.
Yes.
He doesn't make hasty changes. That's why it looks like that he's delaying his decisions. But yeah, it is correct that as per the situation, you should give them the bowling. as and when needed. And this was analyzed by me in the T20 World Cup final, where we came to 30 balls, 30 runs, right, against South Africa. And at that time also, he stuck to his spin bowlers, where I thought at 11th or 12th over, Hardik Pandya or Bumrah should have been introduced. Not Bumrah because he has to bowl those two bowls, 2 overs in the death, right. But yeah, not Bumrah because he has to bowl those two death overs. But Hardik could have been introduced at that time and I think because of that, uh, the score that was 30-30 would have been 50-30 or some. We would have been bit comfortable in that situation. I would say we went to win that final, but I still think that if that change would have been happened at a certain point, we could have in
Yes,
that win that final a bit easily.
yes,
But yeah, you
that's
are right about that. The bowling changes should be done proactively. But just a defense, I am not backing defense. But I guess he comes with a plan and he sticks to it.
yes, that's the main point, right? He has the plan, but sometimes when the situation is not going correctly, when things are not going according to your plan, I mean, you have a bowler like Bumrah in your squad who can come at any time and get you those wickets, or at least create the pressure to let the other bowlers get the wickets, right? So you can use him in any situation. So that was my one point, that even if you have Siraj, so Siraj sometimes can be a bit wavered. He might give away runs, but one thing about Bumrah is that he controls the game and also controls the situation. He knows what the batsman is trying to do, be it any format. So that was one of the points which I was trying to say, that you have a bowler like Bumrah, so you could have stopped one spinner from one end and brought in Bumrah, because the ball was also keeping low at sometimes. So that might also play a role in that, because Bumrah bowls those cutters and everything, right? तो वही एक अगर चेंज रहता तो things might have been different. That partnership would have not got that much longer, is what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the case. And the second point that you mentioned, that the swing play from the batsman and should be improved. I guess that is correct because we are going to play BGT, Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia, right? And at that time, we would certainly need those type of batsmen who would play uh, extra bounce comfortably, or extra, not only extra bounce, also that swing that happens in Melbourne or Sydney, right, in the
Hmm.
initial overs, those type of swings that happen in India. Actually, those swings are bit less on degrees, and डिग्रीज थोड़ा डिग्री से कम रहता है वो swing, but
Hmm.
in Australia those degrees vary a lot,
Yes.
right. So I'm sure they will be working on it, but if they are not, there is a room to improve for all the batsmen over there.
Yes.
And the third point from my end is that you only brought it forward. Historically, we have seen that after 4 or 5 wickets are fallen, there is a dry patch for wickets, and then directly we to take these wickets and the end. And that also that is also like a collapse, but that one partnership happens eventually because of that comfort, or the where Rohit Sharma gives the borders free hand. So at that time, I'm not saying he gives it, but this is my speculation. But if he gives it, and because of that, I'm thinking कि वो एक partnership create होता है, and that gives a momentum to other team.
Yes.
So these were
So
three cons from our end, from both of us ends. What were the pros that you think for India? I'm specifically speaking for New Zealand. There are very big pros like bowler like Matt Henry, William O'Rourke. Sorry, I can't spell. I am not able to pronounce that.
William
But yeah,
O'Rourke.
William O'Rourke. Yeah. And then Rachin Ravindra, Devon Conway, Team Saudi coming into the groove, everything. Glenn Phillips bowling that crucial over. that he is the plus point for him for them in every aspect of the game. Like fielding ho gaya, bowling ho gaya. I guess he can also captaincy, right? If he is given the captaincy, he will do that.
Yeah, he will do everything. He actually does everything.
Yeah,
Batting, bowling, wicket. He's also a wicket keeper. Primarily, he was
wicket
a wicket
keeper.
keeper.
Right? Yes.
The
So
pros
for
for
India,
me,
what do you think are the pros?
yes. So pros, I think, first of all, are bowling, the fast bowling. I'll say it was on point. Spinners, I think, I don't know what happened in that game. Actually, the wicket was also a bit spin friendly too, but I think the pressure got to us or anything. But yeah, one of the pros is our fast bowling, like always. Like nowadays, India is associated with their fast bowlers more frequently. And the second thing I think would be the way the youngsters played for the youngsters batted for us, especially Sarfaraz and Rishabh Pant, right? So they showed their character and they showed what the team needed in that situation. I mean, they both can play some rash shots and everything, but the situation did not demand that, and they respected the situation and played the more safer shots, like we usually, unlike we usually see
As
them
and
playing.
when the ball was given to them, they played those type of shots, right? If they see that this is the shot where I can play a big hit, and so they were going for it. कभी कभी नहीं
Hmm.
लग रहा था, but at
Yes.
times लग गया था.
Yes. Calculated. Their innings was very calculated. The only risk I think that Sarfaraz took was the ball which he lost the wicket. That was the only, I think, risk which he took. I mean, there was
Right.
another shot which he played over the wicket keeper, just over the wicket keeper, right? That uppercut. But he
So
plays those shots
I
frequently,
don't
and
think
he.
that was a risky shot.
Hmm.
I won't say that was a risky shot because it went correctly where he wanted to hit. So there was an intent behind that, and he played it correctly. So some at times what happens that whenever the player is playing those back shots, he sometimes intends to play over there, but it goes at a certain direction, right? Some other
Hmm.
direction. But whenever he played, only one shot went at another direction, like it went with the edge or something. But all the other shots were played precisely, I would say.
Yes. So I think
So
Nikhil.
you correctly mentioned that uh,
Yes, yes.
the players, the players like Rishabh Pant, Sarfaraz, they played very well, and also Jaiswal, not taking anything from him.
Hmm.
But yeah, other than that, the players who are the like seniors should play like seniors. I think that because while there is that new ball, everybody should respect that and not go for some risky shots. We saw Jadeja was going after that ball to hit a pull, and he gave away his wicket. Right, so
Yes.
that was also some foolish cricket, I would say, from my perspective. I would say I don't know what the experts would say, but from the audience perspective, when I was sitting, I thought that wasn't necessary,
Hmm.
and that there was no thought over that there. जो सब मारने गए थे, that was not necessary, and वो जाने वाला भी नहीं था, right?
Yes.
Other than that, I guess KL should improve his intent, मतलब वो जो mindset से आता है वो improve करना चाहिए. That is everybody's concern actually. He is a great player. Everybody knows that he is a great player. He can play those shots. He can build up an inning. Everything he can do, and he has done that. He has proven it. But the mindset after the cricketing World Cup of 2000, ODI World Cup of 2023, that mindset
Continue
has
करो.
lost somewhere. Yes, that mindset is lost somewhere, and I guess it will be difficult. It will be difficult if he doesn't improve that mindset. I don't know how he will improve it. There would be some sessions, psychological sessions that he can take. There will be. I don't fully know about it, but I have heard about that. So I guess there will be some sessions that he can look into. But
Yes.
other than that, everybody played their role in that second inning. The top order was fabulous. Just one mistake from Jaiswal. Other than that, everybody was looking good and everything else. The lower order fell pretty quickly, but India gave their all. I would say that India gave their all. बाकी
Hmm.
कुछ नहीं. But they were not thinking of a draw or a lose. They were just thinking to win. वो draw करने के फिराक में नहीं थे. They didn't want it
Yes.
to. If they wanted to, they could have done it, right?
Hmm.
The players like Sarfaraz who went to hit, he must have thought कि अभी हो गया मेरा 150. Now the player who can hit should come to bat. He was tired. He had scored 150 runs, right? So I guess he thought कि अभी अगर गया तो गया, नहीं गया तो someone else will come and play, right? That could have been a thought process, and I guess if that was a thought, he would not repeat it again in his future.
Yes. Do you have anything to add, or should we move on to the last point?
There is a last point. Okay, we should go on. Yes.
So that's before we close off, one point which I had in mind is the situation regarding the bad light which happened on New Zealand's innings.
Controversy.
Yes,
This segment is sponsored by controversy.
because if you see, the light was not that bad when Bumrah was bowling those when he bowled those four deliveries. Like the umpires were trying to, I think, end the game there because I don't know what happened there because Bumrah, once the umpire stopped the play, right? They were saying ki the light is not good. So what Rohit and Bumrah and also Virat were trying to say is at least let us bowl these two deliveries. Later on, I'll bring spin from the other end. That was Rohit's point of view for that situation. Also, Indian players were not ready to leave the field because we knew we had created that pressure in those four deliveries. So we could have got at least one wicket before the end of day. So that was one point which the Indian players were trying to make, and in that argument and everything, the light became very bad. So I think that could have been saved if the umpire had let Bumrah, or I think someone else would have took the ball and bowled those two deliveries to complete the over, right?
So I would say that controversy sparked when Virat Kohli and Sarfaraz were batting at
Hmm.
day three, right? And Sarfaraz and Virat were constantly going to compare for looking for
Yes.
and
Yes.
saying them, I guess, to look for the bad light because they
Yes.
must have felt something, right, at
Hmm.
that time. But no, umpires were pretty confident the light is okay and everything else is fine. But when it comes to India's time, the umpires are saying, नहीं नहीं दिख रहा कुछ नहीं दिख रहा अंधे हो गए हम लोग. That तो एक feeling आ रहा था वो टाइम पे कि कुछ नहीं दिख रहा सब सब गायब हो गए सब लोग ऐसा.
uh,
That was that type of thinking caused that controversy. And I guess there is some truth about it because when a team like England, where the ICC, I guess, main ICC board sits in Europe, right? And I also don't know, but I think that is the case. And when the team like England, where the game has originated, they ask for that type of a situation कि मेरा bowler जो fast bowler है, he will bowl the spin, and at that time they are
hmm.
given the permission bowl that two or three balls as a spinner, and
Exactly.
not for the team that is the best right now in the world in uh, all the formats, I would say, right? So
Hmm.
why this type of discrimination happening right now because that is not understandable. And And when we are asking to get कि ये bad light situation आ सकता है, and that time why are you not looking to it? Huh? Is not Virat Kohli's opinion that important for the umpire? Is that the situation over there? Because he has played quite for a while, right? He knows what a bad light is. He knows the rules. And
Yes.
Ravichandra Ashwin is sitting in the dugout. He will say what is the bad light and then point out to what it is and what it is not, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know why this type of discrimination happened at that time, but that those are the few I would say the main reasons, but that those parts played a small role in India's downfall
Yes.
in that particular test series. तो इंडिया
Yes.
का डाउनफॉल हो गया.
Arre. So I think uh, that is it for this one.
Yeah, that is it for this one, and I guess the next video would be about the what will be the changes that would happen in India cricketing team for the Pune series, right? I guess there we would have to discuss about that. There are few rumors going on who is appointed in the squad and who will be going out, right?
I think there is one addition to the remaining two tests is that Washington Sundar is into the squad.
ना
That's
बाद में का वीडियो में कत्ती ना बनता है तुम क्या इधर ऐसा.
okay. Okay, ठीक है.
So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked, please like. If you like, and if you hate, comment. And if you love us, subscribe.
Okay, before we end, I would like to summarize this by one line. This match by one line. In the famous words of Rohit Sharma, 3 hours of bad cricket cost us the game.
And that those 3 years of bad cricket doesn't define his team also,
Yes. So I think
right?
with that point, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And
बोल दिया
until next time, thanks for watching.
सबक है.